Alright, make sure you have a full battle rifle and full plasma pistol. And once the first wave of enemies is down, go ahead and plow right through on the right hand side right there, using the chopper. Pardon my horrible driving. Now in this next area you'll have 2 choppers and a wraith to deal with. Go ahead and speed on past that sniper right there. Go ahead and park your hog right there. Usually at this point the wraith will get bored and just kind of meander to the previous area. Basically it's rinse and repeat with the choppers. Kill the first one with the plasma pistol and a battle rifle, and you're going to want to hijack the second one to regain any shields that you may have lost in the previous area. Well, this guy just doesn't take no for an answer. And then full shields. Here it is imperative that you take out the wraiths more than anything else. Speed on through and park your chopper right under the bridge. Your Marines will be able to distract the brute choppers that are circling the area, and they'll constantly respawn, so you really don't have much to worry about. Just keep an eye out. Okay, there's a fuel rod gun down here, so go ahead and swap out your plasma pistol with it just temporarily. And the first thing we need to do is deal with the shade turret. Now climbing up here is usually pretty simple. The geometry can be just a tad bit tricky, but you can do it easily. Again, just make sure you're not getting shot. There we go. See that shade turret right there? 2 rounds will do the trick. Oh, don't want to go that way. Okay, now swap out your fuel rod gun for the plasma pistol. And try not to get killed by the wraith in the meantime. It shouldn't be able to hit you from down here. The one next to that grunt has a 100% charge. Okay, now when dealing with wraiths, it's always best, if you can, to go ahead and take out the secondary gunner first. To me, they are a far bigger pain than the actual main cannon. Okay, with the secondary gunner down, it's now a lot easier to board the actual vehicle. Now, there are going to be 3 wraiths in this area. Right now, there are only 2. There's one on top of the bridge and one beyond the hill. You want to destroy the first wraith and wait for the second one to come up and try to kill you. If you jack this wraith and try to ride it to the other side of the bridge, then you'll likely get killed by the other wraith. Now by plasma pistoling it, you'll disable it. The cannon can't shoot you because it can't turn to face you. And the first wraith is down. At this point, the Phantom will arrive and drop off a 3rd wraith. Both of these wraiths will end up on the bridge, and we'll be able to take them out at the same time. We're pretty much going to use the same method as before. It's just a tad bit trickier because you have 2 cannons to deal with as opposed to 1. But essentially, it's the same deal. We're just going to wait for that wraith to calm down just a little bit before we run out there. Okay, now both wraiths are clearly on the bridge. Again, deal with the secondary gunners first. You should be safe from here. Okay, now you're going to want to disable that wraith on the right, because he's closer to you and it'll be far easier to hijack that one first. Okay, with that one disabled, go ahead and approach. When you get close enough, they'll stop shooting at you. Okay, you want to bash this one to pieces too. You may or may not destroy it. It's up to you. As long as you don't get too far away. This is the last one, and this is the one we'll be taking to the other side of the bridge. With all 3 wraiths down, passage to the next area should be fairly easy, and you won't have to worry about being mortared from behind.